Hi, everybody. Today we're going to talk about as above, so below as we move into a transition into our next phasing cycle. So, first off, I'm going to expand about I mean by as above, so below, and then I'm going to start to tie those two areas in together and talk about them independently and then tie that in together. So, first off, as above, so below is how our mental space impacts our physical actions. What we think, we act, and we're a product of our thoughts. And so the objective is to see how we are in our mental area, and then that reflects how we manifest on our physical area. So as above, so below. And it goes vice versa. We reflect on our physical aspect, our mental space. And so how we act and we act on this often reflects our thoughts too. We can see this in a broad range of subjects. When you bring up something, somebody can feel insecure and then or hurt, and then they can lash out in rage or violence, or in many different other mannerisms. So what we're going to start with is we're going to start with the above range. We're going to start with talking about our thoughts and our mental structure and mental space. So it's really important that we get a hold of our mental space. I have another video or two about the mental realm and thought form intelligence, and how we have telepathy in order to talk to these thought forms. But okay, so we need to sit down in our meditation practices, and when we meditate, that's when we address our thought realm space. You can take your meditation deeper and go experience with spirit space and universe space, and go to other realm space. You can do whatever you want in meditation land. But it's pivotal that we set some of this time aside in order to work on ourselves in our thought realm space. We don't always have to chase off experiences, when a lot of the experience lies within, and how we can better improve ourselves in correcting our own disciplinary misactions or miscues. And so when we meditate, we sit down, we get focused on a singularity, breathing, got our music on, got our ambiance built up, we're in our calm space. And then we want to start to listen to our thoughts. Listen to what they say. Is there something from the day that we're dwelling on? Is there a conversation that we're replaying suddenly? Is there an area that we drift into a focus? And this is what our thoughts are primarily concerned about. And this energy existence, and it's a real problem up here based off on either a physical past or a preconceived physical future. And so then we got to sit with our thought, listen to what it's talking about, and stop the thought process, because you understand where it's going. You can already see ahead of it. Hey, I need you to be all done, Mr. Thought Form. Whatever you're thinking about, we got to clear this energy up. We got to break this apart. If it's a problem that has no resolution, then it's because you need to work on a resolution, so you can change the focus from problem to solution. So sit with that, look at the problem. This is the problem. What is a resolution? And a resolution is a win-win. We'll make another video about resolutions, but it's a win-win. It's I win, you win. It's not if you change, I change. This is a win-win. Because of my changes, your actions are going to change. Because of what I do, it's going to impact my environment around me. I want you to benefit too. I don't want to be the only one who gains out of this. It's selfish if I do that. And so it's a win-win outcome. And when you push for a win-win outcome, you're going to start to get more of what you want, because you're also giving others what they want in exchange. Then friction doesn't have to grow in order to teach you to give, in order to receive. So sit with our thoughts in our meditation, and we bring them up and we say, okay, this is the thought. I need you to get away from this problem thought. This is not helping. This is not adding to me. It's actually taking away from my mental focus. This is the solution, changing all of our thought energy into the solution. Focusing on this, focusing on giving back, focusing on learning it's a win-win, focusing on seeing how we can give to others and reach a resolution between all of us. Whatever it is, you want to focus on that solution, focus on that outcome. If they're just daydream thoughts, they're wafting thoughts, then get a hold of them and say, stop, thought. You're not helpful within my space. I need you to transform. This is the type of beneficial energy I'm looking for. I'm looking for encouraging energy. I'm looking for confidence energy. I'm looking for truthfulness. I'm looking for like emotional like understanding. So if you're going to be within my space, this is how I need you to act. And then we're going to build down into our physical aspect and how we manifest on that. If we're looking for those types of like truthfulness, honesty, we're going to act this way. We're going to manifest this way. This is what we are. We're starting to embody our mental space. Excuse me. Clearing energy. And so as we like continue to grow and continue to build this, your physical character is going to take shape and it's going to transform. You're going to reach psychological barriers and boundaries in which you're frustrated, you're aggravated, you're hating yourself, you're hurting yourself. And then you're going to have to like get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of this mental character and say, look, this is enough. This is not how we behave. You're acting like a child. I need you to stop hurting yourself. I need you to stand up, get over your problem. Look, this is a solution. We have a solution. Stop dwelling on why it happened. Get over the fact that like we're in this boat. Yeah, we're in the boat, but we need to focus on the solution. We're moving ahead, moving forward. Look up, look into your future. How can you reach that? And then your physical self is going to start to act accordingly. Instead of being more shy, more reserved, more passive, you're going to have more confidence, more courage, more presence. And all of this is going to reflect opposite. You're going to be challenged in order to face the depth of your confidence. You can have a lot of internal confidence that's like way back here, that you like can psych yourself up in the privacy of your own home, in your like bathroom mirror when there's nobody around. But as soon as you get face to face with somebody with some confidence, you wilter and break away. In order to challenge the growth in your confidence, you're going to have to meet more and more confident people in order to like stand in your confident space, regardless of situational outcome. You're going to like sit here and say, hey, look, those were my actions. And did I hurt you? Did I harm you? Is there something I need to improve with my actions? Have the confidence to stand there and take whatever it is and take ownership of that. And then that'll continue to build and lead to like greater senses of confidence. The only way we can actually see that we've grown is to face the challenge in which growth we're looking for. If we're looking for love, then we're going to get challenged with like running out of love for ourselves, because love comes from within. So then we're going to start to see all of the areas in which we don't love ourselves in order to learn to embody that energy of love within. And then we're going to, after you embody it within, you're going to start to see it as a reflection without. And so the opposite is also true. If you have a mental thing, like a habit, the mental guys like smoke cigarettes, whatever, drink, these are like common habits. We should be over these habits at this stage in our experience. Then your mental space might not be able to get a hold of it. And you can stop in meditation, you can get a hold of those ideas and you can work through them. But when you're face to face with the counter, it's so far back here that you've like built your confidence that it's only in like a calm, serene environment with no temptation, that when temptation's actually there, you cave. So then you have to get a hold of the physical aspect and make the physical self stop taking the muscle memory. It's muscle memory. And then your physical self has to get reprogrammed to say no, to reject, to stop, to walk away. Your physical self has to be reprogrammed, and that takes a different angle approach. Instead of going on it head on and saying stop, don't, no. Say muscle memory has to be addressed. Hey muscles, we no longer are smoker habits. Don't even replace it with something else like a lollipop. You're still feeding your muscle memory. Then you're going to go get rid of the lollipop and go back to smoking because your muscle memory needs fed. So pay attention to yourself on the physical front. Feed those needs and then act appropriately. See how you manifest with others. Look at your actions, reflect how you've hurt them, and then learn from that, grow from that. If you're sorry, then you don't do it again, because like you see how much pain it causes somebody, you see how much hurt it impacts, and then so you want to be all done causing that type of pain. So then you give empathy. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry that I like committed these actions and I see how much they've hurt you. And then we're all done. I'm not going to be doing this anymore because I've seen and I'm learning this. But in order to demonstrate that, we're going to have to go through this lesson again. And then I'm going to have to like stop myself, hold my own brakes, and do that. Otherwise, we're going to be sitting in the same situation where I'm pleading sorry again. And then you're going to be wondering why I'm sorry but keep doing the same thing. And then how sorry is sorry. And so sorry is learning your lesson, demonstrating you know your lesson, and then not doing it again. If you're saying sorry to pass the moment, you're only passing the moment, and your sorries aren't actually authentic. They're not a formal apology. You're just passing a moment. Take confidence, courage. Hey, I did that. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry I hurt your feelings. I see all of this. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to fix it. Next time it comes up, look for an opportunity. Sit with yourself. When it comes up, get a hold of your conscious self. Mental self, hey, alert, alert. So, easiest way I would do that, we're going to stop, take a moment. Easiest way I would do that is set up a conscious thing. In the moment, you get called out for hurting somebody, you start to understand all of that energy tie at one time. Then you say, okay, self, whoever allowed me to make this sort of actions needs to present yourself. You're influenced. Every time you're influenced, even every action, even now watching this video, you're influenced. Call out the self that's influencing you. Say, hey, your influence is negative within my field. These are the actions you committed. These are the proper sense of actions. Do you understand? Wait for an acknowledge yes. If it says no, reiterate. Be more firm. Bring dominance to the field. And then that action is going to break up and it's going to be like, okay, yeah, I got it. So next time, coming around, action, yourself is going to reach for that and it's going to be like, wait, hey, you told me to tell you when we're here not to do this. You told me to remind you. So then you're being reminded. It's doing its job. And it's still up to you to say, you're right, stop. We're going to stop. I got to get a hold of the suit. The suit's reminding me, come in consciousness, get a hold. And then backpedal, do the right action, walk away. And then that's going to reprogram backwards into the as above stage. So then you're going to start to forget about it. You're not going to be as tempted by it. It's not going to be as enticing because you just stopped this one action. The first time you break a wave is super important, but it takes at least 3 times to get some kind of ground made, 7 times to build a habit, 14 times to build a routine, 21 times for reprogramming. So consistency, it's not once and then you're good, it's consistency. Work on being consistent in all manners of our experience, consistently nice, consistently empathetic, consistently helpful. And then this will reflect. You always get the benefit at the end of the day. Karma comes at the end of your cycle, at the end of your life. And so don't expect immediate gratification. Don't expect because I did something nice today, I'm going to be nice tomorrow. I'm going to get rich. Don't have expectations at all. Do nice things and then it'll come back around. Life's going to get easier. First, it's subtle. Your challenges might be less intensive because you have grace and you're forgiving. And so then others are more forgiving with your challenges, and then it's easier to say sorry, easier to learn your lessons, and you're not so caught up on the hurt that you're causing people and the fact that they don't think you care because you have a lot of grace within you, and then they can feel that and sense that energy. So, as above, so below. Mental space. We get a hold of our mental space, meditate, listen to it, think about it, catch it in the middle of your day, review the thought video, get a hold of your thoughts, say this is the wrong space, this is the right action, this is the type of course we're doing. If it says something mean, say no, you just said the mean. Find the polar opposite. I hate you. No, we don't say I hate you. I love you. I see you have difficult challenges, and they're also difficult for me to be around you. And then notice that that's a lesson for you. It's difficult. Learn the lesson that you're being faced with that's difficult for you to learn. Then you're going to continue to grow because by releasing all of that, you are able to open yourself up to the deeper lesson. It's going to allow your physical form to act differently. It's going to allow completion of your lesson. And then that's going to build you up into the next one. You're going to have a different problem. You're not going to have the same one. And it's redundancy that gives us, takes hope away. We keep doing the same lesson over and over again because we're not learning. We start to feel like it's hopeless. But as soon as you learn, it breaks and you have a new lesson and it's different. And then hope starts to come back because it's different and different and different and different. Then you grow. You're stronger spiritually. You're stronger fundamentally. You're less impacted by people's words. You're more understanding with their actions. You have more love to give. You understand it comes from within. And so all of these are results of embracing the as above, so below, and then holding yourself accountable and responsible, and then having the courage to sit with yourself and say, yeah, your actions in here are not okay. Your thoughts in here are not okay, self. These are the proper thoughts. Do you understand how we're manifesting? This is the outcome we're looking for. Chaotic good. We're looking for the epitome of positivity. So anytime we perform a negative, that gets found, countered, and fed a positive. So that way ourself can continue to grow into the most profound and divine positive way. So that's it for this video today. I hope you guys found it useful. Remember, as above, so below. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, and then I'll probably make a video to respond to some of the questions or something. All right? Well, you guys have a great Christmas. I'll see you next year.